Hey everyone, my name is Chloe and happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. I don't know what to say, but happy Christmas Eve. Happy day 24 of Vlogmas, and we made it, guys. We made it. So, as you're watching this, it is Christmas Eve. I want to know all of your Christmas Eve traditions because we, like as a family, since we've had kids and stuff, we have a few, but we don't have quite as many as I want. I love tradition. So let me know what yours are. So, as I'm filming this, it is mid-December. Today, I have my follow-up appointment for my ankle break. It's been almost 3 weeks. So today, hopefully, I will find out that I get a walking boot. I really, really hope that I can do without this handy-dandy scooter and crutches and all the things. It is currently really early in the morning. I'm a little disheveled because I have been doing workouts, like arm and core workouts every day because I love working out every morning and I can't do it because of my foot or ankle. So I just did that and I'm trying to film quietly before my kids get up. So little disheveled, showing you the mess that is my desk because I have Christmas gifts in here, in a spot in our kitchen and upstairs in a closet, and I just need to be more mobile so I can figure things out. So right now it's all just kind of a mess, but that's really everything that's going on. This week has been mass chaos. My daughter, my baby has had the cardiologist, the craniologist, I've had a bone density test because I have broken bones after every single baby. So that's weird. And then I've got this orthopedic appointment. I had physical therapy. It just never ends, you guys. And we found out yesterday that the baby is going to have physical therapy for her head shape, which I didn't even know was a thing. She's got some torticollis, which is just basically really tight neck muscles. And so I'm just going to add another thing to this crazy farm. So yeah, that's why I'm going to say I'm going to use all of that as an excuse why I'm filming this in mid-December. But I just wanted to give you an update for the whole year. Really, this was intentional. Okay, so let's open it. It is thick, but it's not, I don't know, it's small. It's not like mass market size, but it's thick and it's smaller. So let's open it and see what it is. Okay, I'm trying to film on my phone too because I was editing yesterday and day 24, you guys. Day 24. I went to film something and it said I was out of disk space. So I did all the days except for today. And so now we're filming on my phone. So doing this one-handed is a little tricky. Okay. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's another Mariana Zapata. So I told you it was thick. The best thing looks emotional. So some things are easily forgotten, others not so much. Lenny DeMaio made herself a promise. She was done thinking about him, done worrying about him, done reaching out to a man who clearly didn't want to be found. Too bad no one gave Jonah Collins the memo. So her books are always emotional. This is, my mom said she got it because of the author. So we got 2 Mariana Zapatas this time, and I liked All Roads Lead Here. So I feel good about this. But she's thick, guys. It's like almost 500 pages. So yeah, we'll see what this is. So I will update and let you know what I think.
Hey everyone, so I have finished this book. I wanted to get on an update, but I didn't, just because I couldn't find the time. But it took me almost a week to read this book, which is terrible because it is now December 22nd. So this is almost like daily vlogging because I'm not that far ahead. So let's do a life update. So life update, I'm still in my walking boot, which is great. Being able to walk and move around is great. My ankle is getting super sore, but I mean, it's fine. Being able to walk around is a game changer. And tomorrow I go to the orthopedic doctor to see if maybe we can even start weaning off the boot and if I could drive, which would be so great. So we'll see on that. And then I guess you'll know I don't know if you'll know, but it'll be done by the time you see this. You're seeing this on Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas Eve if you celebrate. Otherwise, life-wise, we got hit by the snowstorm Elliott or whatever it's called. We only got, I don't know, a couple inches here in Kansas City, but It is so cold. It is currently -4, and that's not including the wind chill. And my kids are going outside, not for long, but they are going outside. We just spent probably more time dressing them than they'll actually spend outside, but they love the snow. So more power to them. Yeah, that's really what's going on life-wise. Christmas prep is in full force. I've got some packages that won't be here till Christmas Eve, so looks like I'll be wrapping like crazy on Christmas Eve, but that's fine because we're having a pretty low-key holiday, so that's good. And that's about it. So what are you guys doing for Christmas Eve and Christmas? Do you do a big shindig? Do you go somewhere? Do you have people come to you? I know a lot of my friends now in this stage of life anyway with little kids do just their intimate family, like their immediate family on Christmas Eve and Christmas, and then do family events throughout the month or whatever. And I just think I love that idea. I remember as a kid, we were always home for Christmas Eve, and just like waking up Christmas morning in your own house feels really good, and just it makes sense. We have had my middle daughter, she is just into everything, and so I'm ready to like give them their stuff and have to not be hiding things anymore because it's stressful. And yeah, so tell me what you guys are doing, or what's your traditions. We as our family now, we have a couple traditions. We do the Jessie tree, which is a little scripture-based tree for the kids that we do every year, every Advent. We also, the past couple years, have gotten them the Disney Advent books, and those are really fun. They get one little book a day, and we also every year put their handprints on. We've got a burlap tree skirt, and so I didn't start it until I think 2020 when I had Annie and Ainsley. So we've got their handprints, and then we did last year, and then this year we'll have Etta, and so it's really fun. I'm excited to like watch that grow. So other than that, like we typically do Christmas Eve church. We're not going to this year just because of having a compromised newborn. So we won't be doing that. We'll just kind of be at home watching online. So, I don't know if we have, like, we normally go pick our Christmas tree from a U-Pick farm, but this year we didn't because I couldn't walk. So we have an artificial this year, which is not great, but, some years you just got to do what you got to do. So let me know what your traditions are. But now 4 minutes. Let's talk about the actual book. So I did not like this book, like probably 2.5 stars. And the reason is because, okay, so let me tell you what I liked. Mariana, Zapata, long books. This one's almost 500 pages. Very well developed characters. I feel like they're very well developed, and you know a lot about them. On the flip side of that, with this book, they did not feel real to me at all. Our main female read like a teenager, like a surly teenager, and she, Lenny is her name. She's like 30, I think. She's supposed to be 30, and I couldn't get like a good visual image of her that felt real. Like it just, she was so crass. Like just, I had a hard time reading from her because every other word was a swear word. She was just very, very, very crass. Our main male, who I'm already forgetting his name, but he was this big rugby player. They talked a lot about how big he was and stuff. And then he's so emotional and soft that he would start like crying randomly, which again, I'm all for that. But it didn't feel authentic. Like it didn't feel like a genuine person. Like he was just didn't make sense to me. Like he did not make sense to me. So neither of them really did. And then I just, like, the friend was kind of a sub character that wasn't as well developed, and I really liked Lenny's relationship with her grandfather. Her grandfather raised her, and as well as his friend, and so like they are her kind of parents, and I loved that. There's a lot of family drama as far as the love interest's family, her family, like all of that, different dynamics, because she does not know, but the rugby players, he's one of the most famous in the world or whatever. Let me back up and tell you what the story is about. This is the worst review ever. So this is about a woman named Lenny. She works and kind of owns this MMA gym, MMA fighting. And so her family's all into. She was like, she wasn't into MMA, but some other sort of like jiu-jitsu or something like that, and she got injured a couple times, so now she no longer does it. But she had like a brief fling with this rugby player, and that resulted in their daughter, who is now like a year old or something. She was trying to get a hold of him and never could, and then he just randomly shows back up. So that is the story. It's them, like her working through how angry she was that he blew her off and the reasons for all of that. And that's the main story. But he is this famous rugby player. He's got some family issues and some things going on. He's also, like I said, very sensitive, very emotional, very unsure of himself. And there's a lot going on with that. And then her family is her grandpa and this other guy, and just some insecurities and things going on with that. And there's also a guy from the past. Like there's a lot going on. These stories are it's well rounded in that there's a lot going on. You see a lot of aspects of these characters' lives. I just felt like they were inauthentic. I felt like they were overly crass, especially our main character, Lenny. And there's some open door steam. It doesn't come till like pretty much the end of the book, which is something I really like about Mariana Zapata. Is she spends a lot of time developing the characters and developing the relationship before we jump into anything. So this was just boring too, honestly. Like I read All Roads Lead Here as a part of this project, and I liked that a whole lot more because it was a romance between two characters, but it was set in Alaska or somewhere. Colorado, I don't know, somewhere where like the mountains and the kind of isolated place was very much a character also. And so the fact that the plot's kind of meandery and slow really didn't bother me. I also liked those characters more, and it was more like we got in their heads a lot more and felt a lot more authentic. That this one just did not. And so the kind of meandery back and forth, this is the same thing over and over and over, just didn't work for me in this one. So overall, 2.5 stars. You guys, this project, I love this project because it's just fun to get different things and get things that I wouldn't have picked up otherwise. And so I know a lot of you guys have commented that I'm kind of harsh on these books, and it just has been kind of a rough year. So it'll be interesting. I will do a video in January that kind of compares last year to this year and kind of what mom's stats are on picking books that I like. And that, like, the goal is not to pick books that I will completely love. So I think she's doing great. Like she did the assignment. She did exactly what she was supposed to. She exposed me to a lot of different things. I read some things that I wouldn't have prioritized. And so yeah, I think I also read this book after reading a kind of terrible Christmas book that I don't know which will come out first, but I'm doing a Christmas book vlog. So if you haven't heard about that, I don't know which order they'll come. But so maybe I was unnecessarily harsh on this because I really didn't like that book. So it kind of put me in a slump, and going into a 500-page book after a slump is kind of so I don't know. Just this wasn't the one for me. I also have not heard much about this one, so I'm assuming based on some other reviews that this is not one of her more popular, better accepted books. So don't pick this one, but I'm not writing her off. Hopefully we'll find some better ones in 2023. So let me know your Christmas traditions. I really want to know that. Let me know, especially if you've got anything that like you did with your kids and you want me to start doing. Just because I love making this time of year magical, and I want, like, I regularly get upset by how old my kids are, even though they're 4, 2, and 4 months. But like just how fast time's going. So anything to preserve the memories, let me know. Let me know your favorite Mariana Zapata book and what your favorite book that I read this Advent season is. I will leave the playlist link down below if you need to go rewatch. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Merry Christmas.